for 7 Sports with Josh Moser.
What's up, everybody? The Heat and head coach Erik Spoelstra back in Miami after playing in Toronto last night. Spoelstra, placed in the NBA's health and safety protocols, had to drive to Buffalo and then catch a private plane back to Miami. It's a mandatory 5-day quarantine or a negative COVID test for coach to return to his team. And on a night that was a celebration for former Raptor Kyle Lowry, it was Victor Oladipo shining. Former All-Star guard erupting for a season-high 21 points. His teammates loving the effort Oladipo displayed.
He's just like everybody else here. He fits the mold of who we are in Miami and the culture that we've built here, and it's an opportunity. He's hungry and coming back from rehabbing his injury and wants to prove that he can still play, which he can, obviously, as he showed tonight and other nights as well. So he just took advantage of his opportunity and knew his name was going to get called and was ready for it, and we were happy to see that.
The Dolphins together for the first time this year. Miami getting an extra weeks of preparation because of its new head coach, Mike McDaniel. They are called organized team activities. Here's your first look at Tua Tagovailoa and Jalen Waddle in the new calendar year. Raheem Moser, new running back, Jerome Baker as well. These first 2 weeks will be mainly classroom work and strength and conditioning. The Panthers' season continuing to be historic. The Cats already surpassing its best win and point total. Florida also now is the first team in the NHL to clinch a playoff spot. Cats taking care of the Sabres 5-3 in Buffalo this weekend. Anthony Duclair had 2 goals in the victory. The Cats are now looking to lock up the top spot in the East with 13 to play.
Guys has been working hard, all year. And I think to get obviously clinch, it's fun. Like I said before, I think the rest of the season is really important as well. We all want to finish first, get a home advantage, and just to get to a good phase, good momentum into the playoffs.
Tiger Woods says he will be a, quote, game-time decision for this year's Masters tournament on Thursday. 5-time winner at Augusta, all smiles this afternoon on the practice green. Woods trying to play in his first tournament since that horrific car crash last February. Woods will address the media Tuesday morning at 11 a.m. It is a huge week for Canes baseball. Miami will play 5 games in 6 days, hosting Florida Gulf Coast, FIU, and a 3-game set against number 3 Virginia beginning Friday. Canes are now a consensus top 10 team in the country, coming off a weekend sweep of Duke. Miami outscoring the Blue Devils at 19-7 in the series. The Canes have now won 8 consecutive games. That is your look at sports. I'm Josh. Back to Craig and Bill.
Okay, Josh, thanks.
Time now for 7 Sports with Josh Moser.
What's up, everybody? The Heat holding a 2-game lead in the East with 3 to play. Miami coming off a tough road win last night in Toronto against the Raptors. This one all about the return of Kyle Lowry, the Heat point guard playing against his old team in Toronto for the first time ever. Lowry is the Raptors' all-time leader in assists, steals, and made threes.
It meant the world to me, for the fans to show their appreciation, give me an ovation like that. It was one of those days where the first time is always special, and you don't forget that.
It was just amazing to be a part of. You can see the impact of a winner, the impact of a champion, and the impact he had on a lot of people in this city.
Tonight, just before 9:30, the NCAA National Championship tips off. It will be number 1 seed Kansas, who beat Miami in the Elite 8, looking for it all against ace-seeded North Carolina. Jayhawks entering as 4-point favorites. We've also got to talk baseball. The Marlins will open their season Friday in San Francisco against the Giants. Miami coming off a forgettable 2021 after making the playoffs in a COVID-shortened 2020 season. Starting pitcher Pablo Lopez explaining the mindset heading into the new year.
We're playing to win a championship, to make a city proud, to make ourselves proud. And we have to take that disappointment and try to convert it into something else. We try to find that edge, that extra gear that's going to take us to where we need to be. And that's our mentality. Our mentality is to find that every single day.
The Panthers will set a single-season point total if they win their next game. It's the Maple Leafs tomorrow at FLA Live. The Cats have the best home record in hockey. Great moment from the Islanders-Devils game. Jean-Gabriel Pageau going off for his 2nd career hat trick. When that happens, fans throw hats on the ice. And how about the nonchalant grab right there? Let's take you into the stands for the toss and the catch. That right there, just too smooth. Enjoy your Monday night. I'm Josh. We're back with more sports at 10:50. See you then. Lynn and Jeff are back to wrap the show in a minute. Stay with us.
Now we're hungrier than we were before this story. Hey, Josh, he's here now with the Day in Sports. What's up, Josh?
Yeah, well, first, I want a day at the ballpark where I can just eat food all day. That sounds like a pretty good assignment to get paid. We've got to talk Heat for a moment really quickly. Head coach Eric Spoelstra missing last night's game against the Raptors after being placed in the NBA's health and safety protocols. Spo finally back in Miami after driving from Toronto to Buffalo, New York to catch a PJ back to the 305. Spoelstra is vaccinated and must quarantine for 5 days, according to the CDC, or provide a negative test to return to the Heat. Miami hosts Charlotte tomorrow night. Assistant Chris Quinn is taking over the head coaching responsibilities in Spo's absence. Organized team activities beginning for the Dolphins. Miami getting 2 extra weeks of OTAs because it's a first-year head coach in Mike McDaniel. Expectations high for these two on your screen, Tua Tagovailoa and Jalen Waddle. New running back Raheem Mostert in the building. The next 14 days will mainly be classroom and weight room work. We're also 1 month away from the race weekend and the Miami Grand Prix Formula One will take over Miami Gardens. We give you an exclusive look right now. We'll be traveling at roughly 200 miles per hour through Hard Rock Stadium and the track surrounding it. You will be able to hear and see the action up close. Races debut on May 6th. Pretty cool. The Panthers are now chasing down the top seed in the East after becoming the first team in the NHL to clinch a playoff spot. This weekend's win in Buffalo securing that postseason berth. The Cats' next one will lock up the most points in a single season in franchise history. Right now, interim head coach Andrew Brunette focused on the play on the ice versus earning that playoff seat.
Regardless of the other accolades or conference or division, we just want to make sure we're playing our best hockey. You know, these are tough games for our group. We're in a long stretch of, we're an 8-13 here. We kind of dug ourselves out of some holes and expended a lot of energy. So I just want to make sure we're ready to go when